texting anxiety. You send a message to someone you like, and boom, you become a detective analyzing every detail of their response. This is called rumination. And it happens when your brain gets stuck processing social interactions instead of moving on. You start dissecting their word choices and response time, convinced that everything carries a hidden meaning. It's like your brain hired a full-time investigator to find problems that don't exist. The mental shutdown. You're talking to someone you like, and suddenly your brain goes completely blank mid-sentence. This is called social performance anxiety, and it happens because cortisol blocks memory access when you're trying to impress someone. Your mind starts monitoring everything you say instead of just talking naturally. It's like your brain decided to take a bathroom break right when you needed it most. Flirt fumbling. You're walking towards someone you're attracted to and suddenly trip over absolutely nothing. This happens because stress makes your brain focus so hard on looking good that it stops paying attention to basic tasks like walking. This is why you suddenly become clumsy around people you like. It's like your brain can only focus on one thing at a time and pick the wrong thing. Memory blackout. They ask what you do for fun and suddenly you can't remember a single hobby or interesting thing about yourself. This is called stress amnesia, and it happens because cortisol blocks memory retrieval when you're under pressure. Your brain prioritizes scanning for threats over accessing personal information during stressful social situations. The memories are still there, but the pathways to reach them are temporarily blocked. It's like your brain decided that remembering your hobbies was less important than watching for danger signs. The eye contact overload. You're talking to someone you like and suddenly can't maintain normal eye contact without feeling overwhelmed or looking away awkwardly. This is called gaze aversion. And it happens because direct eye contact triggers your nervous system when you're attracted to someone. Your brain treats intense eye contact as either threatening or too intimate, causing stress that makes you look away. That's why romantic attraction makes normal eye contact feel overwhelming and impossible to maintain. It's like you're staring directly into the sun. The soulmate illusion. You have one good conversation, and suddenly you're planning your wedding and naming your future children. This happens because dopamine floods your reward pathways, making you expand minimal positive signals into elaborate future scenarios. Your brain creates detailed relationship fantasies because uncertainty is uncomfortable. The phantom text syndrome. You swear you felt your phone buzz with a message from them, but when you check, there's nothing there. This is called phantom vibration syndrome, and it happens when your nervous system becomes hypersensitive to sensations that might signal contact. Your dopamine pathways are so primed for their response that your brain starts creating false sensory experiences based on anticipation. It's like your phone became a ghost that only haunts you with fake messages from your crush. Digital stalking mode. You find yourself deep diving through their entire social media history at 2 a.m., scrolling back months to see who they used to date. This is called cyber surveillance behavior, and it happens when your brain convinces you that gathering information will somehow give you an advantage. You analyze their tagged photos, check who likes their posts, and create mental profiles of their ex-partners based on 3 Instagram photos. Your pattern recognition system goes into overdrive looking for clues about their romantic preferences. It's like your brain became a private investigator specializing in cases that don't need solving. The replay trap. You keep going over every conversation you had with them, wondering if you said the right things or if you came across weird. This happens because your brain gets stuck on social interactions instead of just moving on. You replay the good moments where everything felt perfect, then immediately switch to cringing over the parts where you felt awkward. Your mind convinces itself that if you analyze these conversations enough, you'll somehow figure out how to be better next time. It's like your brain became obsessed with rewatching the same movie. Response timing. You start timing how long they take to respond to your messages and get worried when they're slower than usual. This happens because your brain thinks faster replies mean they like you more. You notice they usually text back in 20 minutes, but today it's been 45 minutes and you're starting to panic. You begin keeping track of all their response times and stress out whenever the pattern changes. It's like you're treating their texts like an indicator that shows how much they care about you. Pre-date panic. You're getting ready for a date and your hands start shaking while your heart pounds like you're about to give a presentation. This happens because your sympathetic nervous system releases adrenaline that prepares you for fight or flight responses. Your body can't tell the difference between romantic excitement and actual danger, so the same stress response kicks in. It's like your body thinks you're about to get into a fight when you're just meeting for dinner. Romantic speech glitch. You start talking to them and your voice suddenly gets higher and softer like you're speaking to a child. This is a romantic speech glitch and it happens because adrenaline affects your vocal cord tension and breathing patterns. Your nervous system gets confused about how to sound attractive, so it starts cycling through different vocal settings under pressure. It's like your speech settings got randomized and keep switching between different personality modes. The tone illusion. They send a perfectly normal message, but you interpret it as angry, disinterested, or sarcastic based on your own insecurities. This happens because your brain scans text messages for potential threats when it can't see facial expressions or hear a tone of voice. Your mind fills in missing emotional context with negative assumptions because anxiety makes you expect the worst possible interpretation. It's like your mind hired a drama queen to find the worst possible meaning in everything. The comparison trap. You see them talking to an attractive person and immediately start ranking yourself against this perceived competition. This is called a social comparison, and it happens because your brain treats every interaction like a potential romantic threat. It's probably just a normal conversation, but your mind can't help seeing it as flirting because evolution wired you to watch for rivals. It's like your brain turned into a security guard who sees threats everywhere. Romantic jet lag. You find yourself staying up way too late hoping for a text, then wake up at random hours just to check if they messaged you back. This completely destroys your normal sleep schedule because unpredictable messages hijack your brain's reward system. Your mind starts treating their texts like an addiction, making you prioritize your phone over getting rest. It's like your sleep schedule became hostage to your phone notifications. Hijack dopamine. Your mood and energy completely depend on the quality of your last interaction with them swinging from euphoric to exhausted. This happens because your reward system creates emotional dependency, where they become your primary source of dopamine and serotonin. Your brain starts relying on their attention for mood regulation instead of staying emotionally stable on its own. It's like your emotional battery can only be charged by one specific person and dies completely when they're not available. The social fit fantasy. You catch yourself imagining how you get along with their family and plan entire conversations you would have with them. This happens because your brain uses social integration to predict relationship success and long-term compatibility. Your mind creates detailed scenarios about fitting into their world to reduce anxiety about whether you actually belong there. It's like your brain became a party planner for events that haven't been scheduled with people you've never met. The love rushing effect. You want to fast forward through dating stages and skip ahead to relationship milestones like exclusivity or meeting their family. This happens because uncertainty makes your brain uncomfortable, so it creates pressure to lock down romantic security as soon as possible. Your mind prefers the definitive relationship status over ambiguity, because unknown outcomes trigger anxiety and stress responses. It's like your brain wants to skip the preview and jump straight to the main event. Romantic time warp. Minutes feel like hours when you're waiting for their response, but hours feel like minutes when you're actually together with them. This is called time distortion, and it happens because strong emotions completely mess with how your brain processes time. When you're anxious and waiting, every second drags on forever, but when you're having fun with them, entire evenings disappear in what feels like moments. Your brain's sense of time gets hijacked by whatever emotion you're feeling. It's like time moves in slow motion when you're waiting but speeds up when you're happy. Voice mirroring effect. You start unconsciously copying their accent, speech patterns, or vocabulary, even though you normally talk completely differently. This is called speech mimicry, and it happens because your brain automatically copies people you're trying to connect with. Your language system adapts to match their way of speaking as a subconscious method to create similarity and bonding. This copying happens so automatically that you don't even realize you're doing it until someone points it out. It's like your brain installed a voice matching app that runs in the background without your permission. So ever had one of these dating glitches? Tell me in the comments. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.